It's time for another Midwest Tour race on MXPTV.com. Let's see who's all here. Indiana.
Here.
Illinois.
Here.
Wisconsin. Kentucky.
Here.
Yes, we are ready to do this thing.
Hello everyone and welcome to MXPTV. I'm Tom Bradley.
And I'm Brittany Newman. We have another Midwest Tour race. We were at Sunset Ridge in Walnut, Illinois. It was a great weekend of racing up there. We have a lot of highlights coming up for you.
That's right, we've got 3 days of highlights. On today's show, we're going to show the amateur highlights from Saturday. On tomorrow's show, we will show the Pro-Am highlights from Sunday. And then on Friday's show, we're going to show the amateur highlights from Sunday.
In Sunset Ridge, they have such an awesome track up there. It's a really sandy track. It gets really rough, and they have some big jumps up there. Everybody really looks forward to going to that track every time. They had a few changes up there. They actually changed the finish line up from it being a triple to a roller section that a lot of fast guys were quadding, doubling out of, and then they also put another uphill triple into. Let's go ahead and get right into those highlights, Tom.
Alrighty, first up, we're taking a look at the Open A class from Saturday here. It looks like Moto number 1.
And right here we see that 82 has a good lead already going down that downhill triple.
That's right, he's followed in second by the 615. That's Daniel Alzebrook out of Ortonville, Michigan.
So many different riders at Sunset Ridge this weekend for the Pro-Am event. And here we still see the 82 coming down strong.
That's right, this is the last lap now. Daniel Alzebrook gets a little sideways over that roller on the outside and high sides. He's got a pretty good lead over third, but as you can see here in the second look, you see the rear end just come over a little bit and slide out, and then kicks back the other way as the rear tire catches traction and throws him over.
Yeah, it actually looked like he got pretty lucky on that crash, and there you see the 224 moving right into second place.
That's right, that's Joseph Dalzo, and like I said, that's the last lap, so Joseph is going to take second in the first moto. Then the second moto, Daniel's going to come back and they're going to swap positions. Daniel will take second.
Ty Tyrell out to a good start right there, but really the battle for second's where you need to watch.
That's right. In second there we have the 811 of Vaughn Mays and 399 of Brock Peterson.
It's really heating up out there. You can see him hitting those big jumps here at Sunset Ridge.
That's right. And that is some of the changes they made to the track is that little rhythm section like right there.
Last lap, it is a three-way battle for the lead. You can't take your eyes off of this one.
That's right. Tyrell out front there trying to guard the insides just like you should do in this type of situation. You got the 811 of Mays right behind him, and sweeping around the outside on the Honda there is the 399 of Peterson, trying everything he can to get around it, but he's just not going to be able to make the move before he checks the lap.
That was a really good race to watch. Here we have Jessica Litherland. She actually went 1-1 in the women's class on Saturday. Really great, strong ride from her.
That's right, and it's also good to note that she is one of our MXPTV Midwest Tour riders. So really a strong ride for Jessica up at Sunset Ridge.
And you can see her jump tripling into those rollers.
Up next, we're going to take a look at the 250B class. Here we got the Zach Hoffman grabbing the whole shot here. So Hoffman grabbed the whole shot, but it wouldn't last as long as Andy Cost would take the lead after about 3 turns, and then he would go on to finish 1-1 on the day, really dominating this class.
Here we have Justin Brockman, another Midwest Tour rider in the 14 to 24 class, getting ready to go.
That's right, we're going to get a good look at the start here. He's going to pull a nice strong start out of there, but you can really see the soil there is kind of loose, so you really have to adjust your body position. You see how Justin's kind of moving his weight towards the back to get a little bit more traction. He's going to come out with a good start, but he's got a couple of A guys in front of him in the form of Dalzebrook and Dalzell.
That's right, this class is really stacked with all the A riders, but of course you can see them really battling up front, the 2 A riders that is. They are really hammering it down that hill, really letting it all hang out.
That's right, these 2 A riders had the battle of their own out front. As they come down the hill, last couple of corners before the finish line, Alzebrook is out front, Dalzell's right behind him, trying inside, outside, trying to make a move. Alzebrook almost makes a little mistake right there and allows Dalzell to close up, but he's going to be able to close the door and hang on to the lead here.
That was such an excellent race to watch, Tom. Open B, Justin Brockman was back. He pulls the whole shot in this B class, and you know what? He went 1-1 on the day.
That's right. He looks like he learned a few things from those A guys in the 14 to 24 class and put them to good use as he rode the B motos.
Do have Abbott there in second, but it was just Justin Brockman's race. Tom, so many races out there were outstanding this weekend at Sunset Ridge. The 1-2-3 finish, one of my personal favorites.
The A class had great close racing, the domination of Justin Brockman in the B classes. Just the way the track is laid out, it seemed like it just really lends itself to great racing.
Yeah, from what I heard around the pits, a lot of people said there's so many lines at Sunset Ridge, but actually some of it's kind of hard to pass on, making some good racing. Back to the racing, number 31 in the 250B class, out to the lead once again, Tom.
As we mentioned, he goes 1-1 on the day, but the real battle was for third behind him, between the 147 of Joshua Strubig and the number 50 of Travis Pryor.
Yeah, coming off that big triple, hitting that rough straightaway, and really pushing over some of these jumps.
There was a nice shot there to see a couple of multiple lines on the track, inside and outside. Pryor trying to make a move as they head into this last lap here. Just like we talked about, it's the last lap and the racing is still just this close.
That's right, it really comes down to the neck-and-neck line at the end of these motos.
Here as they come up to the finish line, Strubig's going to hold on for the number 2 spot, and the 50 of Pryor is just going to have to settle for the last spot on the podium.
In the 85 junior class, Tom, this weekend we had such a treat. Pennington on the Kawasaki, Sexton on the Yamaha, and actually those were the only 280s hitting that triple this weekend.
That's a big jump for the small bikes, but these guys definitely in the league of their own, with both of them coming off strong showings down at the Amateur Nationals at Loretta Lynn's.
You can see them really challenging each other right here at this moment.
Chase is going to take the lead right there through the roller section, and he's going to put a gap on Jace, but you know, not to put Jace down. Jace is going to have just as big a lead over third place as Chase does over him.
And talking about Sexton on the Yamaha, you know, he comes off a championship at Loretta's, but of course Pennington, he has a top 10 finish as well, really showing how they're in the league of their own. Tom, the racing was already great on Saturday. The weather was beautiful, and we had so many great riders out there. Loretta Lynn champions, awesome A-riders, and so much more is still to come.
And that's just the first day of racing this weekend. We still got one more to go, and the action is guaranteed to be just as good, if not better. We've got a rider coming down from up north. He ran pretty well.
Make sure you check out MXPTV.com for all those highlights. We'll see you then.